What's good? It's your boy icjosh back at it again with another video. And man, oh man, after seeing some showcases for Bardock, uh, and after sort of like just thinking about it a little bit more, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at the fact that I feel like we low-key kind of got soft locked a little bit, and that's a term that I never thought I was actually going to say for especially like even like put that with Dokkan Battle in general is a soft lock, and I feel like we're kind of getting soft locked, especially with Bardock. But like I said, they are inconsistent with a lot of units and stuff like that, and you'll get like one unit that's like really good, and then Dokkan will cook. Dokkan will cook for like 3-4 weeks, and it'll be like, man, Dokkan's cooking, and then all of a sudden you'll get hit with a unit that's below average, and you're like, why is this below average? Especially a unit that's getting its first easy A, like especially in today's current meta and stuff like that. You would think like, oh man, like he should be phenomenal, but like I don't know why they chose to do what they did. No, actually, I'm capping. I do know why. It's because that Super Extreme Z is looming around, and that's the reason why. But before we get back into everything else and stuff like that, take a little time out of this video to say, if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, subscribe and turn on notifications where you get notified when we go live, put on more videos, all that good ish. That Super Extreme Z is right around the corner and stuff like that, and not for him, but just like it's right around the corner. Super Saiyan 3 Goku's gonna get his. We're all waiting to see what like he goes from what he is now, and to be quite honest, what he is now isn't necessarily like all that good. I mean, like if you go through and I type in a Super Saiyan 3, it should be able to just do it. Okay, just Goku then. That's fine. I don't know why I keep remembering thinking that I'm in the Dokkan wiki and stuff like that, and I could just type in Super Saiyan 3 and get it right when I needed it. But where you at? Boom, there you go. Clutch coup right here, what I used to call this man. Like, we're all waiting for him to get his easy A, and like he's AGL 3 key 170. Like I said, hopefully he could go 4 key 4 key 170. I was thinking that in my head, but he's 3 key 70 right now, but he can go to 4 key 170 or something like that, which would be absolutely incredible, especially for just AGL types and stuff. Absolutely incredible. But we're all waiting for that, because if he jumps and goes like, and I think it's going to prove my theory a little bit more, is it, especially if he jumps and he's like incredibly good. Like he's set up to be incredibly good for like a couple of years or so, or at least a year, maybe a year and a half, and then maybe by the time we get like some rework with the hidden potential system and stuff like that, if we don't even get that by the end of the year, for the second half of like the roadmap and stuff like that we'll get once we're synced up and stuff, like who knows? Like, because if he's incredible, if he shoots up incredible, then that's going to prove my theory, I think, a little bit more on all these units, and not all of them, but some of these units. Like all these units, I won't say that, because there's a couple of units that are set up to be really good, and then there's a couple of them that should be good, but like I said, may not be as good as they should be because of the Super Extreme. And again, like them soft locking a lot of units from being extremely good in today's current meta, and then also getting another Super Extreme Z like whenever. Because again, another thing that we don't necessarily know about currently right now is if the Super Extremes are only coming to those old units, or if it's going to be a situation where you're going to be able to go through like a full new event, and it'd be like, say, take for instance worldwide celebration, because we already know what the 9th year anniversary is all about and what we're getting there. So say like the worldwide celebration when we synced up, that normal unit that we always get, that's an SSR that goes into the free-to-play LR, that usually gets an easy A. Like what's stopping them to being like, oh yeah, and then it's going to get a super easy A, and like the easy A that he got is like decent, when normally it would have been good or like really good, but it's like decent now, and then the Super Extreme is what makes it really good. So we don't even know if that's going to be sort of the case, that if we're going to get that like going forward, we don't know how the Super Extremes are necessarily really going to fall out, if they're just going to give them to like old units, or if they're going to go through with a celebration and be like, all right, here's a new celebration, let's give this person their first easy A, and then boom, now you get this other older unit, it's Super Extreme Z, and it doesn't matter how old they are or anything like that. It's just like, yeah, this unit, since it's like a year or two old, then it'll get it out of that celebration or something like that. Like, we don't necessarily know how that's going to work, but I want to give uh Goten. Goten and Gotenks and stuff like that, because like I said, a lot of the Gotenks units and stuff like that, they do also have extreme Z's and stuff like that. Some of them really do. There's some I just haven't done, but some of them, like, they truly do. So it's like with this guy right here, it's already got his extreme Z and stuff like that. Like, we're still waiting for a Gotenks, again, still has no LR whatsoever at all, by the way, in the game. Like, what's stopping them from giving the physical, and then the physical one, and then also the intelligence one, whenever he gets an easy A and stuff like that? Like, when he gets his, like, is he going to be mid? Like, is he not going to be as good as he could be? Because, I mean, you see his you see his passive right here, and it's like, okay, he has like potential through the frick. Dude, what the? Hold on, like, was that really your passive? I haven't seen this unit in that damn long that was his base passive. My goodness. High chance of attack 50% and additional high chance of another attack 50%. I can't believe that was the meta of high chance for attack, bro. I can't believe that was the meta for a while. Good lord. Like, at this point, he ain't got nothing but up. Like, I think he was a bad choice. He straight up ain't got nothing but up to look at. Like, he can't look down. He can't get worse. You know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna retract that one, just for the simple fact that I know how Omasu move, and I know how Akatsuki move, and they could find a way to make him somewhat worse than what he is right now. They could. So I'm gonna retract that statement 100% by saying that. In general, you know what I'm saying. Like a lot of these units, like, again, like this guy. I'm only saying physical right now, and all the Gotenks and stuff like that, just because we haven't had another Gotenks LR ever. So I'm like, at some point in time, we're going to get this full as an LR this year. I'm counting on it. If we don't, and we go another year about another Gotenks, then I'm gonna be like, Gotenks is washed 100%. Like, Gotenks is finally just cooked for some reason in Dokkan Battle. I don't know why, but he's cooked. But like, all these units that, again, like I said, I'm picking some older units as well too, because these are what I feel like are probably going to get more of the super extremes than some of the newer units that are like 3 years and stuff like that. Like, even if I went to like Gohan or so, like, especially the Tech Gohan, this one down here, like, he's like, once he gets an easy A, and actually this year he is technically due for an easy A, and he was like one of the ones I was expecting that possibly could get an easy A when the Beast Gohan, just because him and Beast Gohan would go wild. But like, you look at his passive and stuff like that and what he is, and then you see exactly what this Gohan, this Ultimate Gohan, when he came out, he was running-ish. He was running-ish on Dokkan Battle, let's be honest. Like, if you were here at the time when he came out, he was running it. So it's like, dude already has guard, everything. Like, he don't have like the damage reduction, and you see what he's doing. Like, bro, like, you take him up to 200% attacking defense at the beginning of it, or even just 180 at the beginning of it, and then giving him a more attacking defense and all this stuff, and a couple of damage reduction or whatever. Like, he's set up to be a made man. You feel me? Like, there's cards that are made men, that are set up to be made men with their actual easy A's, and then it's like, are they going to be not made men? Are they going to be worse? Are they going to be mid, or just underperforming at the time when they actually do get an easy A, because the super easy A's are around the corner and they don't want to make the units more busted than what they could be, and then have to like make them even more busted by the time they get an easy A? Like, is this the situation of what we're actually really looking at with a lot of these units? You let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this. I feel like this is actually like a legit topic, because Bardock, like, is, in my opinion, underwhelming. Like, he's underwhelming. And it's like, if they would have gave us Bardock's easy A details before we got the super extreme Z details and stuff like that, then I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I'd be like, oh, okay, you know, whatever it is. He was before then, but it don't feel like it. It feels like he was after. It feels like he's a card that received this after they already made the decision of what they were going to do with the super extreme Z's and stuff. So that's just how I feel about it. But let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about this. Other than that, have an awesome day / night. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.